Hello. So, I made a little oopsie poopsie blunder. It is 10 a.m., which isn't that early, but to me it is. And I was just scrolling through my phone on my Goodreads because I had just woken up. I had looked at TikTok. Also, I'm losing my voice, so sorry. But, and I was scrolling through my Goodreads and I realized I just forgot about two of the books that I read in April, which, since I thought I had only read two books in April, that's half the books. So I'm gonna fill you in on those right now. The first book that I read in April, that I forgot about, was My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. My Dark Vanessa is about a young woman named Vanessa who enters a relationship with her teacher. She is in high school, and the book switches perspectives from the teenage Vanessa to the adult Vanessa. I gave the book 4 stars. I really liked it. It's definitely not a book that I think everybody needs to read. It's pretty heavy with certain things, obviously. I mean, it details the relationship of a young woman and an older man, and then its long lasting effects on her as an adult. It was very difficult at times to read, just really heartbreaking to see how it affects her, to see the kind of thought process she was thrown into because of it. But overall, I think it was a good book. I think it was well written. I know that some people reviewed it being like, oh, I really liked the part where she's an adult because she seems like more of a character. Actually, that was from Paperback Dreams, another book YouTuber that I like to watch. I enjoyed the parts where she was young because it kind of felt like those books that I read when I was in middle school where a girl goes off to boarding school only, with a much heavier subject matter. But that was the first book. And this is actually why I wanted to read Lolita next, because it's referenced a lot. Obviously, it's kind of there's statutory rape, pedophile vibes. And Lolita's referenced a lot throughout this book. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this is my sign to finally get around and read Lolita. The second book that I forgot about in the last one is The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. I don't have the physical copy. I listened to it. I gave it 4 stars, and I really liked it. It's about these two twins in, I don't know, I think the 60s, 50s. And they're extremely light-skinned Black people who live in this community of extremely light-skinned Black people. And so what happens is these two twin girls, when they get a little older, leave the community, and then they end up getting, they part ways, and it just kind of shows the different lives that they both take on. One ends up with a darker skinned Black man, one ends up living as a white woman, and just kind of how their stories diverge and then converge. It was really good. I think it definitely brings up a lot of questions about race, and they talk a lot about white passing, what that means, what it means to be dark, obviously those are subjects that I don't have experience in, so it was really interesting to read about it, and I thought it was a really fun story that was super engaging. But so anyway, those are the other 2 books that I read in April that I completely forgot about. There you go. There you have it. I'm excited for May, which I'm in the middle of. All right. See you then.